Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, we are live. What's up, Russ?
What's up, brother? How you doing, man?
Pretty good, man. Pretty good.
We're back in black, man. It's nice. We're doing our thing.
Got my
Oh yeah.
5 deadly venoms toad fucking beanie on. Hell yeah.
Very, very cool movie. Badass. Oh man.
Amber made this for me.
Did she really? It's really cool. Girls
Yeah,
got some skills, man. She's pretty
Yeah.
badass. What to say?
And of course, like, yeah, there we go. Oh,
That's cool.
yeah, man.
Oh.
So is
So
that one behind you, Twix?
Nope. This is the one. This is the old lady. That's Spice.
Okay, Spice.
She's the chubby. She's my chubby girl. She only got one eye. She only see out of one eye, and she survived a really nasty. She got hit by a car when she was pretty young, and
Aww.
it just annihilated her head. It just needed surgery. They literally had to do reconstructive surgery on her, and literally put her back together, put her head back together, and she's all right. She probably they suspect she has some brain damage a little bit, so she kind of thinks that she's younger than she is. But yeah, that happened when she was about 18 months old. But she's a lot older now. But she's a good cat. She's a sweet girl. She just she gets aggravated because my youngest cat likes to beat up on her and shit. And then after a while, she gets tired of it and has to beat his ass. But she tries to avoid him. I'm sure mommy will give you some treat. Go down to you. She'll keep him from bothering you. Go ahead. You can go down if you want. No? Okay, stay up there then. It's fine.
Yeah, man. As far as like furry pets in the house, all we have right now is Boris, and that is like an anomaly for us as a family.
Yeah, because I remember you telling me before it's rare to just have. You guys usually have a menagerie going on. So Anna, get Twix's attention. There you go.
At one point, dude, fucking, I had 5 cats in the house at the same time.
Well,
more than
God. I don't know how long ago it was. We had 2 females. They were black. 2 female black cats. Okay. There was a Sabrina and Tabitha. Okay, beautiful cats.
I love cats.
They weren't fixed. We were planning on getting them fixed. They kept escaping out of the fucking house, and they get knocked up every time they got out the house. They get knocked up. Oh my god! And they know we get pregnant at the same time. But I know it's this fucking orange goddamn tabby cat, their little orange Tommy boy. It was that be running around. That was hitting them both, man, and it would piss me off. So just as I'm getting ready to set up their appointment, because after they've had the babies and they've recovered and everything, I think it's been long enough that we can get them to the doctor to get them fixed. Somehow they'll get out of the house again. They get knocked up again. At one point, Nick, we had about 25 cats. We were at the crazy cat people, and there are a lot of most of them were kittens. It was insane. They kept having litters because they were getting. Yeah, they were also having gigantic litters. I'm talking about like 6, 7, 8. One had one. Yeah, one of them had 10 kittens in the litter. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me right now? So, yeah, so when we moved, we had. Yeah, we moved. I had to make a deposit at the because I couldn't bring all those cats with me, and I gave away as many as I could.
What's up, Skinny?
But eventually, we had to take a lot of them and drop them off at the shelter. But we did tell them that if they don't get them, if they're not adopted, call us. But it was a no-kill shelter anyway. But Jesus Christ, man, it was so many cats, and then. yeah, man, it was nuts. I don't play that game anymore. Now our cats are fixed. I get them fixed pronto, dude. Don't screwing around, man. It was like,
dude, I want a fucking Devon Rex cat so bad.
a Devon Rex cat. What the hell is that?
Oh god, I'm gonna have to look on Google and show everybody.
Yeah, Anna's gonna look it up right now. Devon Rex cat.
They have some weird ass fur, dude.
They have like, is their fur like really soft or something, or is it just
Yeah.
They look like the
Egyptian
look like-
cats?
They look like
Oh, look at
Lord-
that thing! Holy shit!
They look like Yoda almost. What the heck?
Oh,
They
they're
look like
they're
Lord
short hair.
Beerus.
Yeah, and they got big ears.
Yeah.
Short hair, big ears. Okay.
And like curly hair.
Yeah. The hair is kind of like got a little
Yo,
curls
look
to it.
at the like grumpy.
Yeah, there they
cat
are,
to the
yeah.
max.
Yeah,
Look at this
Yeah.
dude.
yeah. That's yeah. They are cute.
And
So
look,
this is a particular breed.
yeah.
Holy shit! They look
See,
like they're like a mutt.
Look at these ones.
Yeah, they're pretty cool looking. I have to admit. I like that they're short haired. Like they're short haired, and their hair looks like it's got like a curl to it. That's kind of badass. I don't know. I've never heard of them before. Man.
See, like I was like joking around at first. I was like, dude, I want the cat that whatever they base Lord Beerus on. If it's a Sphinx, I want it. If it's
Yeah.
whatever it is, I want it. Well, it was a Cornish Rex that Beerus is
Cornish
based on.
Rex.
Right. So that's a little different. That's a little different than the Devon. And like the Cornish Rexes can end up having like different like skin problems than the Devons do and all this other shit because of the way the coats are and
Yeah.
all this other shit.
They're-
Because like they have a coat and a half instead of like the 2 full coats a cat has or
Right.
something crazy.
I
shit
wonder.
like
I wonder
that.
if you have to just brush them on a regular.
Yeah.
Probably do, because I know we've got one cat. It's long haired,
Mhm.
and he has an undercoat that is absurd.
Oh man.
It is absurd, and then the female, she's got like this. She's not long haired or nothing, but it's not short hair either, and she has an undercoat, and she's got, you can just take tons of hair off her at any given time. It's nuts. And I remember with the long hair cat, it was like if you don't brush him out periodically, he'll get mats in his fur.
Yeah.
Even though he's been doing a lot better with it lately, he's been taking care of his fur himself, but you still got to periodically go corner his ass and brush him a little bit just to get it out. But man,
Dude, I got a crazy cat story for you. When me and Kate very first got together, I was living in an apartment building in it wasn't a bad part of town. It was nobody has money because if they did, they wouldn't fucking be here.
I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So me and Kate are coming home. She's dropping me off after a date, and I see this orange cat. And Kate loves orange cats, and I went in the house.
They're kind of neat. That's
Yeah.
an interesting color.
So I ran in the house to try to find something to fucking like tempt this cat with. I'm like, shit, maybe I got some tuna, whatever. Dude, all I had was slices of American cheese. So, dude, I coaxed this cat over to us with just fucking American cheese. And when he got to us, that cat was probably like a week or 2 from death.
Oh man, he was in really bad shape.
Yeah, you could see his kidneys
no.
through his skin and shit.
Oh, he was really emaciated then.
bad,
Oh no. Oh no.
So instead of going home that night, we went to the fucking vet that she worked for. Got him all checked out. Made sure he was okay to bring home to her other animals. And popped. We went all the way. We went from Blacksburg to from Blacksburg to Radford.
Radford. Okay.
Radford to Roanoke.
Jesus Christ, you're bouncing around, man.
Roanoke to Blacksburg.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a decent amount of driving.
And we had that cat forever. He lived to a damn good age. I believe he lived to 19 or 20. His name was Morris.
Wow.
I named him.
Damn.
Yeah, I named him Morris because he was orange, like the fucking.
Yeah,
cat.
reminding me of the old Morris cat. Yeah, I remember that over the old commercials. Yep. Yep, that's cool, man. Shit. I don't know.
And he used to escape all the time.
That's what I gotta keep mind from. The one that should never be outside because she's blind in one eye and she just doesn't move fast at all. Really, is the one who I got to be most careful of. Because if she last time she got out, she ended up like when we found her, she was like way the fuck away. Like she has no sense of direction. She's just not meant to be outside. So keep your ass in here. You know, just don't want to worry about the most. But man,
Oh my god! So he used to get out, and it was such like a fucking like ordeal to get his ass back inside the house.
of course.
Well,
Yeah.
we lived with a roommate at the time. One of my best friends, Damon, and he was out somewhere at the time, but Morris was missing. He was outside, so I ran upstairs for a snack, buck naked, just to get a snack, and then like run right back downstairs. But the thing was when I hit up the stairs, I looked out the little like thing, and Morris was right there on the fucking stoop. So I opened the door and tried to shimmy and like fucking get him in. And come on, Morris, come on, yo! I had to get down on. Like it was like 3:00 in the morning, so I didn't think anybody saw me anyways. But like I got down on my hands and knees with the door like half open, with my naked ass just fucking wagging in the wind. Morris, get your fucking ass in the house, you motherfucker! Morris, get in the house.
Oh shit. Oh man, what a sight that must have been to see. Should be coming out, come upon that, and just like, what the fuck?
And he wasn't even my fucking cat. He was definitely like Kate's cat, you know?
Yeah.
Oh, God.
That's good though. You're funny.
Kate had Tasha and Toby when we met. Kate, her cat Tasha was like a princess cat. She was like,
one of those.
You know,
she was spoiled one, huh?
Yeah, kind of a spoiled,
pretty.
Yeah, like the really long gray fur with like the orange highlights and that type.
Yeah, this is a pretty girl.
Yeah, she was such a really cool cat, man, and she loved everybody. Just fucking great disposition for a cat.
That's nice.
And then we got my cat, and that was Loki.
like the Loki changed the game.
Remember we were talking, I think it was before we came on air, we were talking about cats, and I said I love black cats. Well,
right,
this was again when me and Kate first got together. We got Morris, and now we were looking to get me a cat, so her work knew that I loved black cats,
right?
So they were on the lookout, and Loki came in. Well, Loki's owner was a massive alcoholic and diabetic.
Jesus Christ. Great.
So he would get himself worked up into these states where he would just fucking pass out from like running his sugar up so high with the fucking alcohol. So he would be drunk and his fucking sugars would be all fucked.
Right. So he's
So he'd be
Yeah.
passed out. Well, one time he does this and burns down the hotel room he's staying
oh
in
my god. Jesus Christ.
with him in it. And
Great.
Loki in a cat carrier who
Oh, no.
luckily fucking survived.
That's man, that's a God. That's a I that story you're telling me, your story you're saying right now. I love like when you have a cat or a dog, it can be anything,
Yeah.
that has a story like that where they survive something pretty horrific. It's pretty badass. You know, you're like, oh man, I like you. You're a survivor. You know, so
Yeah, so like they brought her to where Kate was working, and like all the texts would go by, and the cat would just spit out.
wanted nothing to do with them. It was like,
Yeah, it was like she was mean as shit. She would like paw and try to get him and shit. But like the thing was like she was declawed because this guy was an asshole, so he declawed her. And so she would like be swatting at people, and it'd just be like her little
oh
nubs.
man,
Poor thing.
Anna would be so pissed off. She does not go for declawing cats, dude. Anna's like she's so against it. She thinks it's like barbaric as shit.
Yo,
You know?
I'm kind of like that. They're passing that law down here. Did you hear that?
What, you can't do it?
Florida is passing a no declaw. Okay,
Really?
But also, you are no longer going to be allowed to let your dog hang his head out the window.
Oh, the car and shit. Okay, all right.
Yeah.
That's crazy. It means you're gonna have to like keep the window up when your dog's in the car. Oh man, because dogs can't help themselves. A lot of dogs, they're gonna stick their heads out anyway.
Yeah.
Shit. Our dog we had years ago. He actually was not a fan of sticking his head out the window. He really wouldn't do it very much. He would look out the window, but he wouldn't stick his head out the window. I don't know if he was just a fraidy cat. That's all. But but I know most dogs, they love to stick their heads out the window. That's crazy. Damn. Well, maybe there might be a reason. Maybe it's a safety thing. I don't know. Maybe dogs get their heads whacked or something. You know, like, I always get nervous when I see it. You know?
Dude, the thing that nobody thinks of either is like their eyes.
True. Yeah.
You know, they got their little fucking heads out there with fucking just looking at straight oncoming bullshit.
Yeah.
All that grit and grime on your fucking windshields going right in Poochie's eyes.
That's true. And you know, and when you got cars going down a road, there's always shit getting road debris, if you will. You know, road shit. You know, so I don't know. I can see why. It's probably a good idea. The declawing the cats though is interesting because I just never thought anybody would pass a law against that because I didn't think they gave a shit about cats enough to do it. That's pretty cool though.
It's horrendous.
You know,
like my poor Loki. She had like whoever did it butchered her, and she had arthritis in her nubs, and till the day she died, and it was horrible for her.
That's the other thing. I've never gotten an opinion on it, professional opinion on it. But when Anna was explaining it to me, what they do and everything, my first thought was, what the fuck? That's gotta hurt. That's gotta hurt. There's no way it doesn't hurt, dude. You know, there's no way they don't have a lot of pain. I just imagine if you're a human being and someone decides to rip your fucking fingernails off.
Yeah.
That shit hurts.
Dude, it's amputating the first fucking knuckle.
That's horrible, dude. That's so bad. That's even worse. That's
Yeah.
so bad, you know. And I guess I've never seen how the procedure's done. I've never looked at, but it just the way it was described to me, it just sounded really, really bad, you
Yeah.
know. And I just could never imagine. Now Anna will clip their claws,
Oh yeah, absolutely.
but she'll clip them, but she won't. She would never have it done. I
Yeah.
remember when the first time she told me that that's barbaric and you know, cats should never be declawed, and I was like, well, why? And she explained it to me, and I was like, oh, that does sound shitty. Ugh, that's so terrible, you know.
And then you're taking
Oh,
away
no, that
like one of their only defenses.
pretty much because cats really what can I mean I know cats can bite, but their bite's not not like a dog's bite. This is not. And so it's like, you know, their main defense is their claws. You know, it's their main defense. And if you take that away from them, they're just. So imagine you have a cat that you did that you declawed, and you know it's a house. You got a house cat. You know, but everyone knows cats get out of the house at least sometime. They will. You know, that cat's outside. That cat has no defense if that cat comes up against anything. It's in deep shit. You know.
Yeah. And
So
see, like the thing with Loki was she had some kind of dental disease, so she was losing her teeth too.
oh no, so she's all fucked. So
man.
She's shit. I'm fucked, man. You know, I mean, all she could do is like smack a cat in the face with her paw.
She had her back claws, man, and those things like
yes.
but like she would fight you more than any other cat to like get them shits clipped. So like we just let her go and do her own thing.
Yeah, no
It
doubt.
was hilarious. My roommate Damon, he was one of my groomsmen at my wedding.
Yeah.
And when we had Loki, like we would not see her for days at a time.
But she'd be in the house.
She'd be in the house.
Yeah, but she probably had spots that she hung out in. Yeah, she had her spots, man.
Every house we lived in, she found a spot where like no one could find her.
Yeah, she had her little
thing ever. I love that cat to death.
She had her special spots. It's like, fuck you, man. I'm hiding out.
No.
Peace and quiet, man. Peace and quiet. Oh god, I think that's what a lot of them look for. A lot of them just want peace and quiet, man. They just want a spot that can be safe and no one to fuck with them. You know, that's what my female does. That she likes to just have peace and quiet. My two boys, they're all over the fucking place. They're ruckus as shit. Yeah. So it's like, all right, you know. Oh my god. I'm watching an XFL game right now. Watching
How is that?
Not bad. I enjoyed the XFL when it was around a couple years ago, but before the pandemic happened and everything, and had to shut it down again. And then The Rock bought it with a bunch of other investors, and his ex-wife Danny actually runs the league. Mm-hmm. And she's I think she's like the president and league commissioner kind of. So I'm glad they gave DC their team back. We got the defenders back again, and they actually have a good showing at their games. I mean, they sell a decent amount of tickets. So
like, what are the different rules?
Most of it's the same. Remember the very first running of the XFL when Vince McMahon did it? He was trying to change stuff around and making certain things. Like, we're not going to pussyfy our game, you know. And but what this version of the XFL, it's pretty much just they adapt a lot of stuff from the NFL, especially for player safety and things like that. But I don't think there's many changes. It's pretty much. I think there might be a few little things. Hey, Ravi, what's up, buddy? But most of it's pretty much the same as the NFL. So they but it's just, I don't know. I just like it because it's to me it's like a minor league professional football game to me.
Yeah.
Now I know that that's not what they are trying to necessarily be, but it it's a league where if you're like a fingernail away from making it in the NFL, you could play football in this league and hone and like harness your skills and get your skills improved, and then make a run at the NFL again, and you might get in. I can see where it could be an improvement. I know there were definitely players from the last XFL running that definitely they ended up with getting in the NFL.
He
So
hate me.
yeah, I remember he hated me. Yeah, he played for the Eagles.
Yeah.
I went in. Yeah, they their defender's going in. Yeah, touchdown. All right.
Oh,
But
that's right. There's another one, dude. The USFL
the
is starting next
USFL
month.
exactly.
Ralphie.
They're another league that is that's kind of the same as the I'm trying to be like the same as the XFL, just a minor league football, professional football league. There are a lot of players that don't get drafted out of college football,
Yeah.
and their NFL teams after the draft, there's a lot they do a mass signing of undrafted free agents, but of all those, there's a ton of unsigned, undrafted free agents that happen. So those guys want to try to keep working on their football game. They got to go somewhere. There's got to be some ability for them to be able to work on their game. And so with these leagues, they got a place they can go and actually play. So I think it's cool. They just hit the 2-point conversion too. Now they're up 18-6. Nice job. Hell yeah, man.
And like for basketball, like the G League is getting some shine because I guess like Mac McClung was a big G League kid.
Yeah. They signed him to like a 2-week deal just so he could be able to participate in the dunk contest, which I thought was pretty cool that he did that. And he's a badass man.
Yeah. And then like I'm gonna get it wrong, but I think it's Jalen Green for the Rockets. Like he's a stud, and he was in the G League too.
Well, the G League I guess they changed the name of it to the G League, and they kind of are trying to put more shine on it because it's like, look, this is a league that we got a minor league kind of NBA professional league that's attached to the NBA. Where guys can go in and just work on their game.
Shit, what's up, Jose?
Hey, Jose, what's up, Bubba? So I think it's badass when you think about it to have a place for a lot of these guys work their asses off to play in the NBA. Going overseas will only get you it'll only improve you so much because the overseas basketball just does not have the skill level that we have in the United States. They just don't.
Yeah.
I mean. I know people say, well, what about this player and that player? That's it. It's this player and that player. If you play in the G League, you're going up against a lot of good players.
Yeah.
And it's cool to have a place to, get your skill level up, and then you might be able to make it on an NBA team, and shit.
I'm gonna open it up, Russ. So that
open it up, man. That sounds good, dude. People want to come in, hang out. That's fine. Shit, don't do this, man. But I'm excited about the XFL part primarily because one we have a team in DC, which I like. I kind of dig. I'm trying to get some tickets to try to go to at least one game for this season. But the other thing I like about it too, though, is that it's football. Like, I'm a football fanatic. A lot of people are. And when the Super Bowl is over, I'm watching. I'm on the off season train and all that. And I get it, but I still crave football, man. I still want to see some football, and it's nice to have spring league football. I remember when I was a kid, I played spring league football. And I liked it. It was fun to play. I play football damn near all year round. My nephew does. My nephew plays spring football. And my sister was like, "You think it's too much football?" And I said, "Look, if he wants to play, it's not too much football. He just wants to work on his skills. That's all he wants to do." I said, and my nephew's a pretty good football player. And he was telling me, I asked him, I said, how are the players when you play in spring? He said they're not bad. He said they're not as good as they're not as good as the travel team he plays on. But he said there, but it's still it's fun. I get to still work on stuff.
Yeah.
I was like, that's cool, man. Good for him. But yeah, it's pretty cool. Oh yeah, that's the other thing. On kickoffs, it's a little bit different.
Yeah.
On kickoffs are a bit different. They kind of line up, and nobody can move until the guy that's fielding the ball fields the ball, and then they can move. And blockers are engaged with each other, so you don't have the running, like the whole bunch of guys running down, like to the headhunters. So that's a little bit different, which I think is cool. That's probably a safety thing, right? Which the NFL, I'm going to be surprised if the NFL it starts adapting a lot, especially on the kickoffs, because I think the NFL is not. They want to find a way to make it where you're not having guys running at each other like at the speeds they are. They really do. So I wouldn't be, I wouldn't be shocked if you see them try to take away the old school kickoff returns, and I think even punt returns are probably going to start being different too in some way. I just think they just don't want these guys trying to kill each other, and
dude, they're gonna start making everybody wear like fucking flak jackets and fucking Kevlar.
And fucking nuts, dude. I'm okay with all the safety stuff they want to do. It's just do me, do me a favor. Don't make sure it still stays tackle football, please. I'm not a big fan of people laying big, hits on people anyway, but
flag's more dangerous than tackle.
Well, yeah, flag is pretty crazy, but I don't know. I would agree. I just like tackle football because that's football, man. To me, I don't.
Yeah.
I remember playing flag football when I was a kid, man. Jesus Christ, that was insane. I'd never played it before, and I was in gym class the first time I played flag football, and we were putting the little strap around our waist and shit with the strapping the flags, and shit. I'm like, okay, it was pretty crazy.
Dude, you hurt your knees more in fucking flag than you do tackle.
Probably because there's a lot more cutting, stop and go cutting. I don't know. I feel like you're trying to shift your body to keep that flag moving constantly, so no one can just get a grip on it. Yeah, you're probably right about that. It's pretty insane, but
I'd actually rather play two-hand touch than fucking flag.
Yeah, two-hand touch probably a little. At least you're just trying to avoid the touch, right? So you're trying to flex your body in ways to contort it. Not get tagged, but
he's showing his head.
Hey,
Flag is not more dangerous, less head injuries.
Oh well, no, that's true. Well, when it comes to that, he's probably right about head. I mean, you're not going to get head injuries, but as far but you can probably definitely tweak a lot more muscles and tendons and stuff. And flat, but you're doing that tackle football too. I know, but it's just whipping you. I don't know. We watch flag football, man. People whipping their bodies around in all kinds of crazy ways.
What is football going to turn into?
Well, I think if they ever take the tackling out of it and try to make it, it'll go dead. Nobody will watch football.
It'd just be like a skills competition.
Yeah, that's what it would be. It would suck. It would not be. Nobody will watch it. I think it would lose most of its viewership. I think what they're trying to do is just limit the amount of high impact hits. Because, and I know people like to see that shit. I get it. But sometimes, man, I get pissed. I get pissed when I watch players try to lay a hit on somebody and they miss and the motherfucker breaks away for like an extra 10 yards because you were a fucking idiot. Instead of wrapping him up, you try to pop him and you missed. Congratulations, you bonehead.
Wow.
I hate that shit. And maybe it's just old school in me. I mean, when I learned how to play football when I was a kid, I remember my coach we had tackle drills, and my coach was hardcore on wrapping up, and just straight tackling. And I was just taught that all through, the different levels of football I played, and to where I got into high school, and it was like, if you didn't tackle correctly, your coach was yelling at you, man. It's like, what are you, stupid? You should have learned this when you were in Pee Wee. Boy, what's wrong with you? Yeah. And we just weren't, it was just not, laying hits on somebody just wasn't like something that was, coaches weren't weren't telling you to go on, lay a kill shot on somebody. They'd rather see you just tackle them and stop them for a loss, or stop them from running anymore. Whereas if you try to hit somebody, you tell you what, you missed that hit, man, and they just bounce off you. I give you an idea. In the 49ers game against the Eagles in the NFC title game, there was a run that McCaffrey had. It was the only touchdown the Niners scored. But McCaffrey did this run, and you would see so many of the Eagles defenders tried to lay a shot on him, and he kept bouncing off of them. And it's what allowed him to get that touchdown, because he didn't tackle his ass. They're just trying to lay hits on him. And you know what? Congratulations, you boneheads. You got a score on you because you're stupid. I was mad as shit. I'm like, tackle that motherfucker.
Did he play more than half the year this year?
Who, McCaffrey? Oh yeah, McCaffrey had a good season this year. Oh yeah, nice. He stayed. Yeah, he stayed pretty healthy. Did real good. I mean, I think getting out of Carolina probably was a breath of fresh air for him. I'm sure.
Yeah,
but
he had a couple good years in Carolina though. He was hurt though.
Yeah, he got hurt, but part of it was because he was like the only thing they had, man. Like he became like their only real offensive weapon. And so he was getting the ball way too much, man. It was insane, dude. And you start, the more you carry, the more you're getting hit. Yeah, I don't know. At least he's playing for a team now that's got other weapons. He's not the only one, and his carries, will probably go down in San Fran compared to what they were in Carolina. I don't know that he'll carry the ball as much, which might be good for his career. So shit. I like McCaffrey. I've always liked him. I've always thought he's a great player, man. He's arguably right now, you make an argument he's the best running back in the league right now. Especially when he's healthy. He's fucking incredible. I mean, I'd say him, Saquon Barkley is up there. He's really good. I really like Barkley a lot. I've always thought he was fantastic. But again, he's got the same problem too. When he's healthy, he's great, but but staying healthy, sometimes is a problem.
Everything you say, you son of a bitch. Nick Chubb is the number one running back in the league, motherfucker.
He's another good one. I like Nick Chubb as well. He's good. There's a lot of really good ones out there. It just sucks that the position's been devalued like it has been, because I mean, the way you look at it is like there's always new fresh backs coming out in the draft. So these guys that are up for agents,
because everybody's like, okay, there's so many, we can just fill the position so much later in the draft now.
Absolutely. And if you got a good line, the thought is if you get a good line blocking that can run block, most lines can run block better than pass protect. So if you can run block pretty decent, you're going to have an average running back, and he's going to have he's going to put up good numbers. Doesn't have to be great. You just need someone who can keep the defense honest. That's all you need. I think that's what you get when in the draft nowadays. You don't need it. You don't need that superstar guy all the time.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like you said, they have very short careers.
They do. He's right, and I think they're short. They run them to death, man. That's why. I mean, it's carry, pound. And they're getting pounded, but I almost feel bad for them because they'll have their rookie contracts, right? And then after the rookie deals are over, how many of these guys are going to get a really huge contract now? I mean, none of them should. I mean, don't get me wrong, they'll get re-signed and they'll get signed by somebody, and they'll probably make more money than they made on their rookie deal. But none of these guys that are, especially the free agents this year. There's a lot of good backs that are free agents this year. None of them should break the bank. Like Ezekiel Elliott, that was a dumb contract. he had the Cowboys bent over, man.
Yeah.
And now apparently they're trying to make him take a pay cut or do so, or like what's the restructure his deal.
Restructure.
Yeah, and if he doesn't,
Bye.
they might cut him. Could you imagine that? Damn, imagine Ezekiel Elliott being cut. Because you're just not
But
worth
how
it,
much?
man.
So not much of it must have been guaranteed.
I think he, he might be right. I think he might have already surpassed his guaranteed.
Shit.
Because they may have already paid him all that, and once you've paid the guarantee, that's all you're worried about. After that, that other money can be just pushed back, man. It's dead money, and you can push. But yeah, I mean, he's. I don't know. He's definitely fallen off. I mean, they're going to do whatever they can to keep that other kid. Was it Pollard? Is that his name? Tony Pollard? Or
yeah,
I think that's his name. And he's pretty good. I mean, I don't blame him.
Oh shit.
It's good though. Shit.
What the hell you want?
Hey, what's up, brother? How you doing, man?
Listen. Can you hear me?
Yeah. What's up, Bubba? How you doing,
First of all, you want to sit there and say those
What's that?
what's going on here? It's not wrong with my phone.
Yeah, okay.
But
you lost your steam, man. He's gone now. He come in yelling. But first of all, what? No, man. I can't wait to see what happens with some of these free agent running backs this year. I'm dying to know. I mean, I know Miles Sanders, he wants to come back to Philly. And I think the Eagles would be open to keeping him, but he's not going to break the bank with the Eagles. He's just not. Yeah. They're not going to pay him a ton of dough when they know they can go into the draft and get another Miles Sanders.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, we hear you.
Sir. Okay. First of all, you want to sit there and go tell those European players they don't know how to play basketball?
No. That's not. I hold up. I didn't mean to say it that way. What I meant was I don't believe. I'm not saying they're not good ball. They're good ball players, but the skill level around the rest of the world is not caught up.
Tell that to
LeBron
and them when they lost in the Olympics.
I know, and I agree. But when they lose in the Olympics, usually it's because they're pros and they fuck around too much, and when you don't take your
don't sleep.
That's what it is.
When you sleep on those guys out there.
When you sleep on those guys, though, that's why they can win. But if those guys really were hardcore serious, they'd beat their asses all the time. It's just they sleep on them, like you said. They do that, and that's a mistake. You shouldn't sleep on anybody. I get what you're saying. It's dangerous, but I just don't think that those guys I mean. I'm not trying. I don't want to get into all the different nationalities around the world.
I'm gonna send a link to one of those professional teams in Europe. This video of you saying that. I want to see what they say.
They're gonna get all salty.
Who the fuck is this guy?
Look, I'm not saying they're not good. I think our skill level here in the United States is better overall, and I would usually. Hell, I think our college players in the United States, I think,
I don't know about that.
are pretty good. No, I'm not saying they're better, but I mean, I think we have a lot of college kids. That could go overseas and play.
Some do.
And
a lot of them do.
And hang,
a lot of the good ones that don't get drafted.
Right?
Don't want to do the G League. They'll go overseas.
Sure,
they can still play defense over there.
Mm-hmm.
I think I like the G League because I think G League is cool. Well, it's a cool place to hone your skills. Right. That's the word. Developmental is the word I was looking for. You got it. That's the right word.
My prediction: Barkley will not be on the Giants next year.
Well, why? Why would they do it? There's no need. They'll get another. They can get another Saquon Barkley in the draft.
I'm not mad. I'm not mad at them.
Yeah, this is
I
what I was
wouldn't be
saying.
mad.
I think that's the like you said. The career. The position has a short career, and there's only this key amount of years where you're getting the best production out of them.
Yep.
The second you give them a second contract, that's when their production starts going down. So you're going to pay them for lower production than you're paying them more money than what you're getting when you're paying them less money. It makes no sense. And I just don't.
As a Giants fan, I love Barkley, but
I do too. I think he's great
with the money he's asking for.
That's the problem. That's the problem. And
I want to win, and the Giants need to use.
Sure,
they have. I think they're in the top of the league right now with available cap space for this upcoming free agency, which is good. You got a lot of holes.
That is good. That's great. And there's going to be a lot of good free agents out there too, man. There's going to be some good positions.
They're going to franchise tag Daniel Jones.
And that's cool. I guess it depends on what tag they put on him. But man, to have to pay Daniel Jones like $45 million.
I don't know.
That's disgusting. Oh, he's not making $45 million.
I don't think he's there yet.
Oh God! Like I think there's like the exclusive and non-exclusive, and I think the exclusive is the one that where he's not allowed to talk to any other player or any other teams or anything like that. We're gonna trade, and it's like Giant. He's like you're playing for the Giants, and that's it. And I think that's the one where I think it would be around between 40 and 45 million. And then the non-exclusive, I think it's like a $32 million.
Yep.
So it's a little less. So,
God damn.
That's where the money needs to go. Around the 30 million mark is what I'd be comfortable with.
That's probably what you could handle. But to see him getting paid like the top like that would be nuts to me. I mean, I'd rather let him go. I would. I'd say fuck that. Let him go. The problem
with that is that you have no quarterback at all.
And they're drafting they're drafting high because they made the playoffs.
Yep, they don't have.
They're drafting back.
And from what I heard, this isn't supposedly the best quarterback draft. Anyway.
Well, I think after you run through about 3 or 4 guys that may or may not make it in the NFL, it just drops off considerably. I mean, good God, and I still think everyone's talking about Bryce Young. I think he's too small, but I just do. I think, and I don't mean the height wise. He's small and just in thickness. He's not really thick. He's a skinny guy, man. Yeah. He's gonna get blasted, dude, and get killed.
Well, you can't touch a quarterback anymore. So that's
true.
He got that in his favor.
That's true, but he's a running quarterback though too. Yeah. He likes to run. So once you get out of that pocket, you can be touched. Mm-hmm. And trust me, we deal with it in Philly. I wish they would teach the kid to go out of bounds or go down more.
I'm guaranteeing you they tell him all the time.
They probably do.
It's just a matter of listening.
It's probably hard for him to do it too because he thinks
because they're young and they think and they got to learn the hard way.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I'll always look at Robert Griffin III.
Yeah.
He didn't even have a chance to learn the hard way.
Yep. Cautionary tale, man.
He got hurt so quick.
Yeah, he did. He did. Yeah, rookie season, man. He got that damn. I'll never forget, but he got that damn knee hyperextended. Holy, he was against the Ravens. I was like, holy shit! You could see his knee bend. It looked so nasty, man. I was like, oh my God, I couldn't even believe he walked off the field. I was like, oh.
I mean, you heard my view on quarterbacks that like to run. I don't like them. I don't want them.
Well, I don't. I don't mind them.
I don't mind. I like the fact that you're able to run when you can.
That's it.
But I don't like the ones that like to run, that want to run.
Yes, that's the problem.
Mm-hmm.
Like I need you. I don't mind you being able to run, but I need you to be a quarterback first, runner second. You got to throw the ball.
It already happened. It already happened to Happened to Hurts this year. He got hurt.
It did. He hurt his shoulder. He got a shoulder injury. Now he looked good in the Super Bowl. I thought he looked pretty good throwing the ball in the Super Bowl. But again, I don't think they were. I still don't think they were throwing the ball enough.
You lost some. He lost some playing time.
He did, which is important right now because he's still developing. And I think I don't know. I agree with you though. I think you're right. I think you got to try to coach them.
It almost cost you the number 1 seed.
Out of that, yeah. They were lucky that they had the record that they had before he got hurt. That they were able to absorb
at the end of the year.
Giants they were able to absorb
anybody. So
they were able to absorb. They were able to absorb a couple losses, and they were lucky. Now the teams lost too. They're lucky the Cowboys choked. Because the Cowboys choked. I don't know how lucky they were.
Yeah, that's expected.
Yeah, I guess they weren't so lucky. Maybe that's just what was expected. It's true. But I don't know.
Dude, I didn't watch one game this year.
No, for the Browns? Yeah. Well, you probably save yourself some misery, dude. Well, they'll have Deshaun next year, right? I mean,
they had Deshaun for like the last 7 games this year.
But he, you know what though,
he sit out the whole season like that, man. You can't expect much.
That dude hasn't played football in like almost 2 years, right? I mean, or about 2 years, right? So
I'm hoping.
I mean, they got to have a good full off season with him. I mean, I don't know. I think this year will be a good year to measure where he is. Because they got get him out there, give him a full off season to get used to the offense, getting him in there and working with him to get him back up, and you'll know if he's going to ever reach the or exceed where he once was.
Yeah,
keep him away.
You'll
from
know.
Win.
I mean, I just know
all male massage team.
Yeah, definitely. I think the rest of the NFL owners, though, I really believe this. I think they're pissed at Cleveland's owners, man. I think they're mad. Man. They're mad as fuck at them because they gave him that fully
guaranteed contract.
That's what they gave it to him, and now you got Lamar Jackson wanting it.
Yeah,
I'm hoping that Jalen Hurts doesn't try to pull that shit. I'm hoping because there's other organizations are not going to do that. They're not going to do it
now. No offense. Yes, the man had a great year, but he ain't worth that yet. Not off for 1 season. Not off for 1 season.
I don't think anybody's worth that kind of money fully guaranteed.
It depends.
Fully guaranteed? No.
You got to prove. Look, Brady was worth it. I'm sorry. Let's be honest. I think Mahomes would be worth it too.
That's the greatest of all time, dude.
But I'm saying you have to get that contract. You really have to
We have to show that you could. You have to have done something.
Exactly.
Legitimately. And look, I give Hurts.
I'm not knocking Hurts. He had a great season, but it was 1 season. How many times have we seen?
Well, he also made the
playoffs.
It's technically his 2 seasons because he made the playoffs last year.
But this year he had this year was a
this year was for him. Yeah, this year was amazing. Yeah, it was a lot better. That's true, but he's gonna. Yeah, but he's gonna make the money. He's gonna make a lot of money.
Course.
I mean, I just don't want to.
Hope he don't get hurt.
Yeah, and I'm not down with a fully guaranteed deal. I'm not down with paying somebody $250 million and saying, "Oh yeah, we're just going to guarantee all that." No.
That's what I'm saying. Like, if I'm the Cleveland Browns, and I'm looking at this fucking situation with Lamar Jackson, I'm looking at the fucking Ravens, and I'm like, we've got a pretty impressive quarterback already lined up. Why don't you go ahead and see if he wants to play here instead? Fucking why not? Why the fuck not?
Boy, that's crazy, dude. I just
Lamar Jackson is a fucking model citizen in the NFL. Please give me.
I know, and that's.
Motherfucker.
And you know what? I want so bad to be able to use that as a yes, he definitely should get. But my problem is, you're supposed to be a model citizen.
Mhm.
I don't like giving credit for something you're supposed to be. It doesn't, it's like,
Well,
You're
that
supposed
dude
to be a
goes
good
above
person,
and
you know?
beyond.
Yeah,
That motherfucker's
yeah.
in hospitals, babies.
and that's cool and that's great. But I don't know.
You shouldn't be out
You
there fucking harassing women.
right,
No.
right,
Right.
and but that's true, and that's. But Lamar Jackson still. I know he has an MVP award. I get it. I get that. But he hasn't done any. He hasn't
Hasn't
won
proven it.
anything.
Nope.
He hasn't proven anything. He hasn't even made it to a Super Bowl. Hurts has that over him. Hurts at least gotten to a
Neither is
Super Bowl.
Deshaun Watson.
How
I
many playoff
know.
wins does
I
he have?
know.
How many
Who
playoff wins
Mar
does he have?
Lamar? I don't. God, I haven't even looked it up. I don't even know.
Does he
That's
even
crazy.
have one?
How many what?
Playoff wins.
How many
does he have?
playoff wins does Lamar Jackson have? Does he even have one? Because I remember weren't they like a number one seed at one time and they lost.
I think so. They lost first round that year, I believe.
Yeah, I thought
I could be
so.
wrong. You know, someone in the chat, Google it.
Ugh.
Oh, the defender. That's funny. I just watched the kicker. Kid try to kick the ball off. It looked like a field goal, and he slipped. It was really rainy and wet out there tonight, so
Oh,
that's funny. But I don't know if Lamar Jackson's won a playoff game or not. I'm not sure.
I would put even Daniel Jones ahead of him in that regard.
Yeah, because
yeah,
you're
dude,
right.
he's 1-3 in the playoffs.
Wow.
So he's got one playoff win. Wow,
Same amount. Even Daniel Jones has one playoff win now.
that's crazy, man.
You gotta be
Yeah,
careful
yeah.
with those
Even
guys, you never know.
I just don't know that it's a good idea.
I have to look.
What are you gonna look? Who you checking
Oh
on?
no, Deshaun Watson is 1-2.
Oh wow. So well, okay, but I think he hasn't played football for the past 2 years, pretty much. He missed about 2 seasons of football, so he's
He's playing for the fucking Browns.
that's true. But let's say he was playing football. He played football for just 2 more years. We don't know what would have happened in Houston. I mean, could Houston have made it back to the playoffs? I don't know. I'm not sure. It was maybe not. I don't know. Houston. I feel like Houston just kind of did a fire sale, unloading everybody.
Well, that's kind of the problem with the NFL. These salary caps just really don't. It's very, very hard to build sustainable winning over long term.
It is
with the salary.
It is
the way they are.
Yeah, it definitely makes it where you have to figure some shit out, and then with quarterbacks making the kind of money
that they need
it's nuts, man. It's like Philly's got next year, or this season coming up, where Hurts he'll be on the last year of his rookie deal. So if they sign him to an extension, his big money won't kick in until 2024. They'll probably give him some bonus money to make him happy, give him some money ahead of time. But after this season, that's it, dude. It's gonna be a fire sale. Philly's gonna have to unload a shit ton of. They're already having to unload people to get some cap room. So
I don't know what the hell's gonna happen in Cleveland.
Yeah, I don't know either. It's gonna be
there's so many holes that we need, and we've got all that money in 2 players.
Yeah, and that's an unfortunate part of the NFL. In the NFL more than any other sport, baseball, basketball, business really, really hits these teams hard.
That's true. It's true.
No,
it's very difficult.
As of right now, baseball has no salary cap. They have a tax. You hit a certain threshold, they're just going to tax you more. Did you read what they're doing? The owners are forming a some kind of financial committee.
Yeah,
because basically it's Steve Cohen. It's Cohen's fault.
Yeah.
What Cohen's going to do over the next 2 years. And I think what they're trying to do is trying to get a salary cap into baseball.
Yeah.
See, I just don't know that the Players Association.
No, I think what's going to happen
go along with that.
That next CBA, we're going to wind up with that lockout. That if they really try to force a
Yeah.
some kind of salary cap because
I
Cohen could
think you're
very
right.
easily sit there next offseason and start throwing that $500 million price tag at Otani, and
Yeah.
then again at another one at Soto, and just keep the man's worth fucking $14 billion. You don't give.
Sure. I mean,
And it's making
he's
other
got,
teams look bad and other owners look bad. And
well, he's the wealthiest owner in baseball, isn't he?
yeah,
I
he's one
mean,
of the
by
wealthiest
far.
owners in sports right now. And by
So-
baseball, by far, not even close.
Yeah. I mean, Bezos
That's
is
a different
finally,
thing. If Bezos steps in, then that's another
Yeah.
problem. That's
he's
another
finally, well, he finally has hired a company to look into the value of the Commanders and everything. So I guess he's getting ready to officially get involved now.
the Washington.
And yeah,
but you
that's
see, the thing with that, there's a salary cap, so he'll be constricted. He'll be constricted to what he can do.
He
now,
will
if he
be,
wanted
but
to buy a baseball team, there's no salary
yeah,
cap. You know,
he will be, but there's also the Commanders need a new stadium. They do. They need a new stadium.
Have the money to
and that's
do all
one
that
thing he'll be able to
out of his
do.
own pocket without having to get the cities to pay for it and things like that.
Yeah,
and that's fine. But
yeah, but you're right. He'll be limited as far as, but in the NFL, the cap keeps going up. So
yeah, but
that's what they were saying. It's still a cap.
It's even across the board.
It's supposed to be.
You can only spend X,
well,
Y, and Z.
It is. Yeah.
Thing about like baseball with no cap, and the Sox just signed Devers.
Yeah. No.
Like, I don't know what the hell is going to go on, because they too have way too many holes to be considered a contender. Last year, they were bottom of the goddamn barrel. And I mean, I know this kid is once in a lifetime talent, but
he's only one person.
It's rough, dude.
Yeah, he's only one person, and
yeah,
you got no protection in the lineup. I just ain't gonna. I don't give a fuck if I walk you or not. You're not gonna hurt me.
That's always the problem. You got this, one guy who can hit, and the rest of the guys are kind of like, so. Like, all right, we'll just pitch around that guy. It's fine.
I mean, are the Red Sox just going to go full rebuild now and trade him now because he is locked up?
I feel like it's tough.
He's under 30, I'm pretty sure.
How close to 30 is he is my question. If he's like 22, I don't trade him. 22, 23, you keep him. And he's a piece you build around.
Yeah.
Now, if he's 28, 29, and you're not, I mean, look, these teams know we're not going to be a contender for the next 2, 3 years, 4 years.
26.
It's close to the point where trading him might get you.
Yeah.
Something.
Yeah. I mean,
might get you somebody's whole farm system.
Mm-hmm. And that's another thing. Steve Cohen has been brilliant. He hasn't traded none of our farm. They're all there. The Mets have like 4 top prospects, and within the top 20 or 25 in the farm system. He didn't trade any of them to get any of these players he got. So they're all free agent signings right now. And that's the owners are like, what the fuck? Why did you vote this guy in?
That's the crazy thing about baseball sometimes, though. They'll sign players to these insane deals sometimes, and you're like, oh my fucking god! And they'll like a 10-year deal, and a guy they'll get like 4 of that 10 years. The guy is still really good, and then all of a sudden, the next 6 years, he's just not the player he was.
Or they get hurt,
they get hurt exactly. And it's like, what the fuck,
and me
man?
as a player, I don't know if I ever want to sign a 10-year deal.
I don't know. Because then you're not
security. I get the security.
Yeah,
part of it, but
right,
you're locked. Like unless I'm a Met fan, right? Born and raised.
Yeah.
If it's my hometown team that I played for, that I rooted for my whole life,
Right.
maybe then.
Yeah, I can understand that.
Signing that long deal in Philly.
Mm.
What if Philly becomes bad for most of your career? You're stuck there.
Yeah, yeah,
Do you want that for your career? Look at Trout. Look at poor Mike Trout.
yeah.
He can't go nowhere. Even if I mean,
Yeah.
it don't seem like he wants to, according to him. But still, like you're not going to win. You're never going to win there. You're
True.
about to lose Otani. He's not staying. Whether he comes to the Mets or not, I think he's going to wind up on the fucking Dodgers.
Probably.
Is what I see.
Because that seems to be
that checkbook up to something.
The Dodgers seem to be another team that likes to spend the money as well. So, and I guess there's I don't know. I think they're also one of the prestige teams. I think a lot of players kind of playing for the Dodgers is a big deal. It's
playing for the Dodgers, playing for the Yankees. These are teams that people that players look at.
Exactly.
The Mets are attractive now, but it's not because of their history. It's just because they're a good team. They got a nice farm, and they got an owner that's finally willing to spend money.
Yeah. So well, the teams are always attractive for different reasons, right?
Mm-hmm.
There's some that are destinations, and some of the money is good, and others maybe have a really stacked team, and you just want to jump on that team because it's a good chance they're going to the World Series, So,
and then you look at a team like Pittsburgh, like how do they compete now?
Yeah,
they just don't. They just don't at that point.
That's true. They just don't.
Yo, what's up? What's up, guys?
What's up, brother? How you doing, man?
What's up?
I'm good, bro.
I can't see.
What we talking about?
Who jumped in?
We're if you I can't even. The Nationals are back in the gutter, so I'm just kind of like the baseball. I just go whatever, dude.
What the fuck? Just what I'm
Carnation was that shit.
So wait, somebody was trying to come in. I don't know.
Yeah.
Who's in here now? I didn't see who jumped in. I'm not looking at my phone.
Max Fulton. Hello.
What's up, Max?
Hello, good sir.
Yeah, dude.
Anyway, I was agreeing with what MPSP was saying earlier on. When those motherfuckers just climb over that wall, you just gotta shoot them beaners like right there and then. You know what I mean?
No, I agree.
I missed this part.
But he had a really good point because you gotta let them rot in the desert somewhere between Texas and fucking New Mexico.
What are we talking about?
Yeah. Y'all have a good one.
What the fuck just happened?
I don't know. We got trolled.
You don't even know who these people are?
I have no idea.
Okay.
It's funny. Ooh, man.
Oh, Jesus. I have no idea what the hell that was.
I was like, what the fuck's he talking about? I was just like laughing. I'm like, this dude's fucking with us, man. What's going on?
Yeah.
We can talk about it off air when it happens. I'm not repeating what was said. I do not agree. MPSP does not support or agree with what those two knuckleheads just said.
I couldn't even hear it.
Oh, I know. I heard what he said.
All right.
And that's why I was like, what?
We'll talk about
it.
Dirty
rotten scoundrels. Oh well, shit happens. It's like,
Where did you post that link though? Like for them to have seen that?
I don't know.
Yo, are we? we got on the sports talk. It was fun. I just went. So, hey, let me ask you: did you see the trailer for that movie, The Pope's Exorcist?
No, not yet.
Oh Jesus Christ, dude!
It looked that bad.
No, it looks fucking good.
It looks insane, man. Like I was still
Is this the one with Russell Crowe?
Russell Crowe,
yeah. I did see the trailer. Okay, yes.
I'm like I don't fuck with possession movies. They scare the fuck out of me for real. I get the shit scared out of me. I don't really fuck with them, but some reason that movie got me intrigued, and I'm probably gonna watch it and I'm gonna have bad dreams forever. But it looks pretty cool. fucking demon says, bring the priest. They bring a priest. He kills that motherfucker and says, wrong priest.
Yeah.
I mean, look, Nick. We'll just have the show. Man, I don't think you can leave this episode up.
No, I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here. Why don't we go ahead and pop to a hangout? Can you go ahead and handle that?
We can do that. That's fine.
Yeah.
All right, man.
I'll go ahead and delete this shit. Sorry, guys.
That sucks.
Yeah.
We're probably gonna get flagged anyway.